Zendaya and Tom Holland were told not to date by a Spider-Man producer. Did you know that Zendaya and Tom Holland were told not to date by a Spider-Man producer? Even though they are perfect together, it seems that in every relationship, there's always one person who doesn't want the couple to be the couple. Join us to see more about the drama. Let's get started. Spider-Man dating history. Actually, the Spider-Man movie franchise has a long history of co-stars dating in real life. Do you remember back in 2001, when Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire became a couple while playing Peter Parker and Mary Jane? A decade later, Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield didn't wait too long to go on to date for 4 years, after shooting their iteration of the film. And now, the tradition keeps going, and Zendaya and Tom Holland are following in their predecessors' footsteps. But in this case, it wasn't that easy. Forbidden romance. Tom Holland and Zendaya's instant chemistry on the Spider-Man set left executive producer Amy Pascal concerned that her leading actors would start a real-life romance, so she told them not to date. She admitted that she once told the couple that dating one another would be a bad idea. In an interview with the New York Times, Pascal said she had the same convo with them both. "I took Tom and Zendaya aside, separately, when we first cast them and gave them a lecture. Don't go there. Just don't. Try not to. I gave the same advice to Andrew and Emma. It can just complicate things, you know? And they all ignored me." Pascal, who has worked on every Spider-Man movie, might have some experience with the complicated side. Both Stone and Garfield didn't split until after their franchise wrapper. Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst started dating while making their first Spider-Man film, and split before filming the second. They apparently began dating with each other, I think, in the middle of the first movie. Although I didn't know it at the time, but definitely they eventually broke up before the second movie. Director Sam Raimi said in the interview as the third film in the Maguire-led franchise was released. Raimi continued, "I was concerned they wouldn't get the same chemistry back, but it was just me worrying. They really like each other, I think, very much. And that relationship probably just added to their ability to trust each other." Zendaya and Tom met on the set of Spider-Man back in 2016. And for years, fans speculated if the two were more than just cute friends. Though it wasn't until last summer that they seemingly confirmed that they were a couple, when photos of them kissing at a spotlight went viral. Despite being outed by the paparazzi, they continue to keep their romance private. One of the downsides of our fame is that privacy isn't really in our control anymore. And a moment that you think is between two people that love each other very much is now a moment that is shared with the entire world. I've always been really adamant to keep my private life private, because I share so much of my life with the world anyway. We sort of felt robbed of our privacy. I don't think it's about not being ready. It's just that we didn't want to talk about it, Holland said in November. Zendaya agreed with Tom's assessment of the situation, stating, "It was quite strange and weird and confusing and invasive." The equal sentiment we both share is just that when you really love and care about somebody, some moments or things you wish were your own. I think loving someone is a sacred thing and a special thing, and something that you want to deal with and go through and experience and enjoy amongst the two people that love each other. Actually, the more the duo denied the dating rumors, the more fans kept pushing. This year, Zendaya had a sit-down with British Vogue, where she broke down some of her iconic looks, such as the Tom Ford breastplate that broke the internet, her time on Disney, and her viral Spider-Man stunt picture with Holland. In the video interview, the 25-year-old narrated the picture where she is seen making a goofy face with her and Holland hanging from high up. The star said, "Having this really strange but cool and surreal experience of like, me and one of my best friends in a Spider-Man costume is a bucket list experience." Wait, one of your best friends? Is this a joke? Well, they have since become more open about their romance, posting more photos of one another online, as well as making red carpet appearances together. Despite the words of warning from the Spider-Man producer, the young pair are going strong as colleagues and partners. So, while being fairly low-key, they have been officially dating for at least 8 months. He has called her My MJ on Instagram, and she has called him My Spider-Man. They have been photographed wearing jerseys with each other's names on them. With their relationship out in the open, Zendaya finally felt comfy enough to open up about her crush during an interview with InStyle. There are many things, obviously, that I appreciate about Tom. In an actor way, I appreciate that he really loves being Spider-Man. It's a lot of pressure. You take on the role of a superhero wherever you go. To the little kid who walks by, you are Spider-Man. I think he handled that so well. And seeing him at work, even though he's not a Virgo, he is a perfectionist. She also offered a slightly more personal tidbit, saying, "Yeah, he is a fun time. Very charismatic. Can make anybody feel comfortable and have a good laugh and a good chat." A good chat. I sound so British. They bought a house? In February, the rumor mill began to churn once more, with buzz swirling that the couple might soon be moving into a brand new home that Holland purchased for himself and his girlfriend. The rumors claimed that they bought a home close to where Holland was born, in southwest London, and they claimed that the couple's home reportedly set them back an impressive $4 million. Commenting on the building works they're getting done, the source said, "Tom has made it clear he wants high-tech security all around the premises, starting with an 8-foot steel security gate on the drive. He was also very specific about his man cave and the cinema room. The plan is for them to move in after renovation is completed, probably late summer. There is definitely a buzz in Richmond now Tom and Zendaya have set up home. It's great to have them here." Another source chimed in. Later, Tom addressed those rumors. The question came up while he was appearing on Live with Kelly and Ryan. The Spider-Man actor seemed baffled by the story, explaining he heard about it from friends. "I've had so many people call me up because apparently I bought a new house in South London." Which is completely false. I didn't buy a new house. I'm like, wow, what a surprise. I wonder when I'll get the keys. Holland exclaimed, while talking to Kelly Ripa and Ryan Seacrest. Seacrest wanted to know where the rumors had sprung up from, but Holland insisted. "I don't know. Even if Tom Holland moved into a house with Zendaya, he likely wouldn't confirm it. In 2017, he said he'd recently moved out of his parents' house. I was kind of planning to move out here to LA, but now I'm only moving 5 minutes away from my mom," Holland said. Meanwhile, his Euphoria girlfriend traded up her $1.4 million pad in Southern California. Zendaya upgraded to a $4 million ranch-style Encino estate in 2020. With 5,000 square feet of living and a sprawling 4-acre backyard, there will be plenty of room for Spider-Man babies to run and play, right? Well, sorry to Amy Pascal. Clearly, you can't stop love. But it is also such a producer response to tell your stars to not fall in love, out of fear of what happens if they break up. It's hilarious that every single version of Spider-Man seemed to ignore that advice and do it anyway. Maybe the next time Pascal has a Spider-Man and his love interest, she can just tell them that she gives them her blessing. Because, as it seems, this plan doesn't work at all. What do you think about the perfect couple? Do you agree with Pascal? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.